everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan, and today I'm going to be discussing season 2 of Ransom Canyon, so let's get into it. This season felt like a season 6 or season 7 of a TV series. It felt like it was going to be the end of the show. I don't know why, it just gave me that vibe. I think because it was very different than season 1, and there was very few characters. There was quite a few characters that were in season 1 that weren't in season 2. And then some characters that were kind of shown a lot in season 1 weren't really shown in season 2. It just gave me this vibe of like, I guess there's gonna be no other seasons. I did like season 1 better than this season. This season just felt so different. I personally didn't really like the storylines. I feel like pretty much every character seemed unlikable. I did not like what they did with Ellie and Yancy. There's no way season 1 Ellie would take Yancy. I don't care if there was a 6-month time jump. Season 1 Ellie would not be with Yancy right now. She just would not be. I understand the actress was pregnant, but Ellie doesn't deal with this stuff, okay? She is so strong and stands her ground, and I was just so disappointed that her and him were together and then they wrote her pregnancy into the show. Like, I was so disappointed. Like, I wanted him to obviously get better and maybe show Ellie that he's worthy. I just did not like that whole entire storyline with his ex-wife, which I believe was a different actress than the voiceover from the finale. I just didn't like how she was like a kind of, I just did not like all that. Just didn't like it. I didn't like how like Reed wasn't in this season and that family wasn't, and Davis wasn't in this season. I feel like we lost the depth of Staten because we don't have his in-laws in this season, and same with, the mention of his son. Like last season, it was all about like the 1-year anniversary of his son passing away and just the type of person that he is. And I feel like all that depth is gone in this season, not just for his character, but like for a lot of other characters, but his specifically, because he kind of drives, I think him and Quinn kind of drive the series. They're like the two main characters. And this season just, all the adults weren't even acting like adults. Like, it was so irritating. It blows my mind that the best thing for me that happened this season was Kit and Lauren, which obviously is wrong. I knew from the tornado episode last season, like you can kind of tell that there was chemistry between them. I didn't think that it was going to happen this season until they had like those little scenes together, and then the scene where they're playing pool and he's like, well, stop lying. And then they have this moment where it's just silence and you could just feel the tension, and they can feel the tension, and Lauren has to like walk away. So I think Kit was probably the only character that really shown growth. The last episode was my favorite episode the entire season. If they had episodes written consistently like the very last episode, this show can be great. This show can be great based on that finale because it was so good. It was the best episode this entire season thus far. But back to Kit and Lauren, I feel like he is growing the most. I totally forgot like what happened last season because I feel like there's less school characters. Like, there's less classmates. Like, Lauren's cheer, I know she's not on the cheer team right now, but like, there was more activity with Lauren and Lucas at school, and there was like nothing going on this season there. So I just feel like the whole season was flat because you just didn't have that extra like community characters. That's why I really liked the last 2 episodes, because it was more of the community coming together. I just feel like they need more side characters. If you're getting rid of a few characters from season 1, like you need some other side characters besides Yancy's wife, I feel, to help round out the entire season and entire storyline. I just wish they went with different storylines. After seeing the last episode, I'm now excited if there gets a new season. Like I said, I think the last episode was the best episode, like written, acted, the way the community came together. I'm like, you could have saved so much if all of you adults just decided to talk and sit down with the people that you are conflicting with. I'm like, it took us 7, 8 episodes to get there. I'm like, come on, people. Hopefully next season, if they do get picked up, none of this like childish behavior happens. We can at least move forward with Quinn and Staten, Kit and Lauren. You know, what are they going to do for college with Lauren and Lucas? Looks like they're in their senior year, I think, based on like the homecoming and all that stuff. You know, I really liked Quinn and her classmate from high school. I like how they are partnering together. I can't wait to see how that goes if we're getting season 3. I just hope it just becomes more mature. I think each season in TV, you should be able to grow and evolve each season. And I really hope this show does that. I really, really do. And I feel like this season just like wasn't the best, but it's like one of those things where it's just you hit rock bottom. What's the quote in life that you say? Things get worse before they get better. So I think the worst part got out of the way for the first 7 episodes, and then it got better in episode 8. So let's go into season 3 getting better. Okay? Like, the writing needs to be better. Everything needs to be better. It just does. And the last episode, like I said, I have hope for the series now. I didn't have hope throughout that season, but the last episode, I think I have hope for season 3. So I just hope it gets better because I like the character interaction. I like how the characters, you know, hashing it out with each other. You know, the father, the son, you got, you know, Quinn and her mom, and her sister was there. You know, Lucas and Lauren amending, and then her going after Kit. Like, there's just so many, you know, Ellie and Nancy, that's to be continued. But there were just like a lot of dynamics that finally sat together and, you know, resolved their issues. And I hope there's maturity going forward next season. Those are all my thoughts on season 2 of Ransom Canyon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.